Hello, everybody. Hello, Mary. Hello, everyone. A beautiful Wednesday evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Lhey Ralston. I'm also known as Mommy Lhey on the internet. And together with Pink and Main Live, we are going to be creating something fun tonight. So, I am just trying to make sure that I have everything I need. I am a little discombobulated this evening. So yeah, forgive me. Hello everybody. How's everyone doing? Hi Anita. Hi Tiffany. Hello there. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining in. We are live both on our YouTube channel and also Facebook page. So would love to know where you guys are watching from. I am broadcasting live from Texas. So howdy y'all. And if you are watching this, catching this live, would love to know. Hashtag replay in the comments. So today, I figured I want to do a little bit of mixed media. So every Wednesday, I do a class for Michaels as well and Faber Castell. And today we did a little bit of mixed media. And so that kind of like, I was planning on doing a totally different card, but doing the mixed media this afternoon kind of inspired me. And I'm like, you know what? I really want to do something with mixed media. In my project tonight for Pink and Main. So I kind of just like pulled together items that I really want to use. I know exactly what I have, some a summer theme. So I'm using an oldie but a goodie. This is the Sweet Friend stamp set. So as you can see here, you might get a little confused what's in here. So you have the body of the pineapples. There's like two different bodies in here. One with like beautiful florals inside botanicals, and the other one is just, the pineapple. And then here you will find like little pieces of solid stamps. Now, if you want to color in this image right here with, some solid stamping, you can use these little tiny stamps here to color in this image. Now, we are not going to do some coloring, Copic coloring today. No, siree. We're going to be doing some embossing, and we're going to be heat embossing as well. And we'll play with some texture paste. This one is from Ranger Distress. I don't have my Pink and Main one. And then we're also going to be using some of our watercolor gems. This is the Caribbean color or Caribbean, however you want to call that. For the heat embossing, the colors that I picked today are some bright, fun colors. Look at this. I mean, doesn't it just remind you of tropical place? We have sour lemon, this beautiful bright yellow color. This one is orange pop, and it's just this bright orange color here. And then, of course, this is going to be bubble gum, which is that perfect pink color. All right. So I'm just going to set those aside first. I want to work with the background first. This is where I want to start. I have my base cards in here. I want to emboss some clouds first here to kind of like double up my cardstock. I ran out of my 110 pound, so this one is a little flimsier, but I want to double this up, but I want to emboss that with our Cloudy Day embossing folder. So we'll do one step at a time because I can easily be stressed out with everything else, especially with the project today. So, hello, Anita is watching from Monterey, California. Hello, Carmen. Good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and I'm going to try to kind of just relax myself. So I get a little excited sometimes. I have that tendency, but you know what? It's okay. That means I'm just having fun, right? So, but I don't want to be obnoxious. We don't want obnoxious on screen. So, good evening, everybody. I hope that you're doing well. What am I doing? I'm going to go put in the middle. That's perfect. Now, this is me forgetting how I sandwich every time. And I say it every time too. But I think I'm taking out two of those and then putting my in between my plates. Oops. So put that in, put that in. I think that's it. I did it. All right. So yeah, I was feeling summer already. We don't have big plans. See, the way I plan our trips or summer vacations is not planning. Because sometimes when you plan, and this is coming from a planner girl, okay? I know I'm guilty, but the best trips that we've ever had with the kids, you know, my family, are the ones that are so spontaneous. Like, do you guys want to go somewhere? You know, and we ended up in Destin, Florida. It was more fun that way. My husband and I were talking this afternoon. It's like, you know, the best trips that we've had are the ones that we didn't really plan. It's kind of like the night before we thought about it, we looked for a place, let's go. So I'm just kind of thinking that that's what should happen this year. But I don't know yet. You know how things can change overnight. So yeah. All right. I'm going to set this aside with my base. Right, this is what's going to be underneath. Now, for the mixed media part, I want to create two. Actually, let me grab a mixed media paper in here. I want to create two background, just one more like free flowing, um, not clean, just more spontaneous again. And the other one, I want to use this stencil. This is a cardboard stencil. I found this one. This is from Faber-Castell. But so I want to make two so I can just have an option for my background. All right, we'll start with a more precise using the stencil. I'm going to grab my texture paste. And I'm using my Tim Holtz mat today. So because I know we'll be doing a mixed media. And then I'll mix in my, can I move this camera on the side? You might get dizzy, but I just want to move that. Oh my gosh, yes. You know what? But now that the kids are much, much older, I don't know honestly if it's going to be easier or harder. You know, now they have attitude. Before all the, are we there yet? Are we there yet? But now they're like bored. It's going to be much harder to please them, but it happens. Okay. The texture paste, I have noticed that they dry super fast. I'm just going to dip my palette knife in there. Just one more. This one's really intense. The colors are so bright. But I'm looking for this perfect aqua, like reminds me of the beach. So I'm just going to put in here. I think we're going to need more, but so it's going to have the stripe pattern, but again, I don't want it perfect as well. So it's just kind of like this. And also my palette knife is already full of like texture paste, so it's not going in smooth and clean. Does that make sense? Because it already has like texture in there. So I'm going to go grab a little bit more. I'm so not careful with when I'm doing mixed media. And I think when I try to be so calculated and so careful, I think that's where things kind of fall apart. And I also feel like it beats the purpose of kind of like just such free flow. And I don't know, I'm just going with the flow. Ooh, pun intended, because we have water in here. We're trying to create water. It's going to go spread it. All right, let's see what this is going to look like. feel like I want some parts of that. Post with the white. Now the texture paste, they really dry fast. So I'm trying to move a little fast as well. But so we have that. I'm going to set this one aside. Now this is the problem with the cardboard. How am I going to use this again? No way. This is how much I love pink and Maine. I'm going to use all of that there. So I'm going to set this one to the side and let it dry. Now we're going to create a new one, which is more very freestyle. And I'll just do the same. Grab texture paste, put it over there. Now it's blue. Maybe I should have a different jar for different colors because I'm such a mess. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to use the texture of the palette knife. Again, because I've had this palette knife for a long time, there's already like dried texture paste in here. So look at this. I'm just kind of spreading it. But creating patterns like this. So when we cut it down to a size, we can choose which part we want. It almost really, it reminds me of like water splashes. This one. I love that there are some areas where the gems, the watercolors, are so concentrated. So some part of it is really like deep blue. I don't know about this camera. Why is it just... Hello, hello there. I love it. So maybe what we can do also is get like a brush and like drop some of our watercolor gems in there. I'm going to try that. I'm going to clean this palette knife. Clean. See how intense the color is? I'm just going to go set that on the side. And I'm going to grab a brush in here. I'm just going to dip it. And I don't know how it's going to react. I don't know. We're just really playing in here. It might not react to anything. You might moisture maybe. So I'm just going to blend it while the texture paste is still drying. I'm going to move my knife up and down like this. Like that. And I'll repeat that. Oh, I really love that. That's so pretty. See, I'm using that back of the knife to kind of like spread it upside down like this. The areas where I dropped more of the powder. So you get a little bit of a darker shade because you have like concentrated pigment in there, so you have richer area. And I'm just blending. Oh, that is so beautiful. Now I want to concentrate on the middle part, really this part right here. Hold on one second. I'm going to adjust. I don't know why our color is so weird. Okay. There we go. Hopefully this is better. I've been trying to adjust my... There. I feel like that's much better. I'm just going to flatten this area right here. Because I'm not wanting a whole lot of texture, but just enough texture. I could have probably created like a watercolor background like this also, but you know, every once in a while, it's fun to just play and explore. So I'm just put those away. And different, you know, because you can create like a watercolor background, but we have done that. So I figured we'll give this one a try. Okay, so now I was thinking, I am a mess, that I want to use that pineapple, the image where there's like some botanicals and some flowers on the inside of the pineapple. That is what I want to use. I want to create 3 of those, heat emboss it with 3 different fun, bright colors. Those are going to pop on top of this background. Now, I don't know which one I want to use exactly. That is why we created 2. We created this one with the stripes because I wasn't sure if this is going to be like too crazy busy. But having 2, we have options. You know what? We're going to be okay. Now, my problem is when I cut this later using my paper cutter, there's a lot of texture in here. I might use scissors. But we'll worry about that later. All right. So I'm just going to clean myself. This is mixed media. It's called the Happy Mess. And thank goodness for the glass mat, because the glass mat makes everything so much easier to clean. But you know what? The silicone mat that I have also really does help a lot, but it's not good for the glitters. So when I'm doing like embossing, you know, with the embossing powders, that silicone mat is a nightmare because it sticks. The powder sticks to it. It's just a little harder to manage. Okay. Alrighty. I'll have a paper towel like this. Ta-da! We're all ready. All right. Let us. So the sweet friend. Zoom out just a little bit. I have a cardstock that I've already prepped my anti-static. We're going to use our embossing ink pad from Pink and Main. Let's grab our acrylics over here, and we're going to do this one by one. And then I'm going to be using the corresponding dies also to cut this one. All right, so this is the image that we're going to use. This. Do you guys do a lot of mixed media in your card making also? Or is it too messy? I don't blame you if you feel like it's too messy. I have my paper as well here. Use that. All right, I'll start with a bubble gum. I feel like I can fit in 3 in here. That's perfect. All right. Like when projects like this, when you need to heat emboss in many colors, do you wait till the end to heat emboss everything, or you kind of just heat emboss per color? I feel like I'm too clumsy to wait, but you know what? I'm going to wait to save time. We'll use the orange pop. Sometimes it's hard to heat emboss when there's like a lot of fine details in your image, but also I think it's much harder to heat emboss like solid images because you can really see when you like made a mistake. I feel like it's more forgiving when you have like outlines, unless it's like the solid outline on the outside that you missed, you know? Trying so hard not to mess up the pink. I don't know about this. This is kind of scary for a klutz like me. I don't know. Did pretty well, I think. How's everyone doing? All my kids are out of school. So now they're bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. That's what you hear here at home. All right. Okay. I think I'm doing well. I think this is working pretty well. All right. Last color. We have our sour lemon. This is such a pretty yellow. Just watch that I am going to mess this up. The last but not the least. Ay, ay, ay. I am not going to be surprised. There. I want to make sure I clean the stamp right away when I'm using like the embossing ink because I don't want it to dry up in there. Well, that was easy. Look at me go. This is like perfect already. perfect. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Well, that was fun. All right. For the fun part, please, Lay, be careful. Don't mess anything up. Now we're going to go heat emboss. I'm going to use my Ranger, my favorite heat gun. Is it loud, you guys? The reason why I love this one so much because it's so quiet. It just takes a bit longer, but you know, it does the job. And it doesn't get obnoxiously loud. So that's a winner. You know, I love that I picked matte colors, even though they're bright and really poppy, but it's still matte because our background is, it does have that shimmer from our watercolor gems. So I think having this matte is perfect. Even though, you know, it has a gloss, but still there's no glitter in here. So it's just embossing powder. This one is more like this card. It can be for anything like, hi, hello, how are you? Just sending a quick happy mail. I have so much friends in Hawaii and family also. And so this is going to be perfect for that as well. So pretty. This orange pop, I feel like it has a little bit of tiny red, very, very little. But it's so pretty. It kind of like it adds depth to it. It's gorgeous. Now, last color is a sour lemon. Look at that. It really does take a while, huh? Because maybe I'm not positioning it correctly. Duh. There we go. It's working much faster now. There we go. This just never gets old. Seeing all that powder melt. Let's look at it closely. I feel like I can do a little bit better. See a little bit of that leaf. But overall, I think it's great. We have our orange and then we have our yellow in here. All right, so let's cut this one. Hello, hello to everyone joining us late. Hello, everybody. All right, I'm going to go with this one because the other one is for the other pineapple. I'll use a washi tape to hold it in place because I am the worst. We know that. All right. It feels like there's not a whole lot of border for this one too. If I make a mistake, hey, I'm dead. All right. I just do that? I did. Here we go. Where are my 2 plates? Sorry. We have it. 1 plate going in. We're going to do this 3 times. All right. No, I'll just go back in. All right. I did it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Ta-da! All right. Set that on the side. I really got to go pay attention. It's hard to pay attention with that washi tape. I cannot see. All right. This is like a perfect summer card, but perfect happy card also. Doesn't have to be just for summer. Going in again, 2nd time. There. Going back. All right. Did I do it? I did it again. Yay. It's so pretty. Okay, one last time. I'm going to move the washi tape again so I can see. I love using washi tape because the tackiness is just perfect. But you know what? Washi tapes are not created equal also. So I cannot say that. You just want to make sure. I've been using this washi tape for a very long time. It's from a dear friend of mine, Simply Gilded. So I love using it in my journals, but I also love using it when I have to do emboss, cut. Okay. Ta-da! We did it. It was perfect. Okay. Thank you. Put that in. I will not drop these this time. There. Now, this is how I like to store my stamps. If I can find it. Here. So we have this. And I put that in. And I just put the corresponding die set inside so that I don't lose them. There. Okay, let's grab our base. This is the moment of truth. Let us take this part. This is the one that we embossed some clouds for our base. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I want to put it in like this so I can like have a visual of which one I like to use. I love that. I also love this very much. I feel like I'm going to go with this. Definitely. What do you guys think? I think I'm going with this one. All right, now my problem is I'm going to have to cut it. This one, it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it. So we're going to, maybe I should just I think I'm going to use a scissor just so that we don't make a mistake. I'm going to do it this way. And I'm just going to use a scissor because I feel like the blade of my paper cutter is not going to go through very well. Yeah, because even the scissor right now. I can use some of those in my journal. So that's one of the beauty of doing mixed media, because like you can do anything, even the scraps. It's everything. Ooh, that is not perfect, but we're going to fix it. Of course, I grabbed the smallest scissor that I have. Figured. I think the texture paste that I use is a crackle also, because yep, it is a crackle. See all of that texture right in there. You know what? It's imperfect. That's fine. All right, I'm just going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to point it towards the camera so you guys can see a little bit of that crackle in here. Some of that texture. That's so pretty. Now for the sentiment, I think I'm going to go just stamp inside my card. I'm going to save those because I will use them later. Now I want to put dimension on all of it. Put in this base and then all my pineapples as well. But I want to stamp in real quick inside so that I won't forget. Ooh. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's slightly wet. It's this baby wipes. Be careful of the baby wipes. It's going to dry up. So I have always wear your crown. That's what I want. I'm just going to put it in the middle. I have a VersaFine in here, so I'll just use this. I'll eyeball it. Find the middle. That's the middle. I feel like for this one, the background is everything already. I was thinking if I need to grab some enamel dots, but I don't know. It might be a little too much already. I'm just going to go, look at that. I am inset to the left, but it's okay. Make sure that it's dry. Because the VersaFine, they dry so not fast enough. All right, this one, everything. Oh, you see a little bit of that easy watercolor gems, how sparkling it is? You cannot. But this part right here where we have that powder, where we drop the powder, wow. That is like super bright. Okay, I have my foam tape. Of course, I'm the worst at measurement. worst at eyeballing things. Oh God, I'm the worst. La 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 la. Right. Good enough. After doing this, I feel like I want to do more mixed media with card making. So I'm just trying to decide how I want it. Ooh, it's hard when you're doing the foam tape because you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. And that's why sometimes I love the glue, the easy glue, because you kind of have a wiggle room in there. There you go. Good enough. That is gorgeous. It's so different too. I love feeling that texture. They fit perfectly. I have some extras in here, so let's use it. Because I'm the worst. Aloha e. Aloha oi. Until we meet again. I love Lilo and Stitch. One of my favorite cartoons. Aloha e. Aloha oi. Okay. I've been staring at the edge of the water. And this is sticky. Ow. I'm going to add a little extra here. All right. The question is, should we put some enamel dots in here? I'm feeling no, because I really want to highlight that texture of our background. And also I question if the enamel dots are going to stick well. Does that make sense? I have some stickles though. Maybe like use some clear stickles to make it look like water droplets. I mean, that's always an option. Give me a second. I think I want to use this stardust. So it's going to look like just little droplets of water. So I want to go with the pink first. Right, here we go. Always start with the middle. But I'm not like really pushing them in so that I have some time. Honestly, I don't even know if I have space for the stickles. because these three are just perfect right here. I'm just a little sad that I'm not seeing parts of that concentrated watercolor gems in there. Some parts are showing, but not really. Yeah, these are just kind of like water droplets. Yeah, they're so pretty. We can also get some acrylic paints, like maybe white. I think I have the Dinah Wakely white one. You can add like droplets of that here too. That would be very pretty as well. But nope, I'm happy with this. All right, what do you guys think? Would you like to try mixed media? There you go. I think that turned out super pretty. Look at the little stickles in there. So they kind of look like just like droplets of water. See, you have there, you have here, you have there. And that's the texture of the heat emboss and that texture paste with our watercolor gems. I think it turned out super pretty, unique, very different, simple, so we open it. You have always wear your crown inside. It's a perfect card for any occasion, really. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll be doing this again next Wednesday, same time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. In behalf of Pink and Maine, Michelle, we thank everybody for joining us. Have a pleasant evening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. We'll see you again. We'll talk soon. Stay creative and stay happy. Bye, everybody.